Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I am Vince Russo, and you are not. And I am live right now, man. I am going live across all platforms, bro. YouTube, X, and Twitch. And I welcome all of you to join me. Friends, foe, it doesn't matter, bro. Because anybody is allowed in my house as long as you are respectful. It's that simple, bro. Be respectful, bro. That doesn't mean you can't cut a promo on people. Because sometimes people need promos cut on them. And I like to think, man, that I cut promos on people as kind of wake-up calls. And maybe if you listen to 1 second to what I'm saying and you understand that I am making all the sense in the world, then maybe you will make some changes for the better. So that's why I cut promos. I don't cut promos out of hate. I promise you, I am not going to hate anybody over wrestling. You know why, bro? Because in the big scheme of things, wrestling means nothing. Zero. It is a form of entertainment, just like sports, movies, television, music, you name it. That is all it is, bro. It is a form of entertainment. It always has been, and it always will be. So if you think for 1 second I am going to hate people over wrestling, you're out of your bird. What I like to do, bro, is I like to smarten people up. That's what I do, bro. I smarten people up. Now, if you want to become a part of this conversation, feel free on YouTube to send a donation, to send a super sticker, and I will pull your question or your comment up on the screen. If you are watching me on Twitch, you could send cheers, you could sub, you could resub, you could gift a sub. This is my job, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I do for a living. I don't do this because I love professional wrestling. I do this because I am a professional critic. I have earned the right, and I have put many, many, many years of experience in the wrestling business. And believe it or not, there are actually people on russosbrand.com and patreon.com/RussoTWC that enjoy listening to me. So in other words, I get paid to do this. And as long as there are paying customers, I am going to continue to do this. So like I said, man, you want to become part of the conversation, you want to ask me a question, you want to throw a comment in there, attach it to a super sticker or a donation, and I will pull it right up on the screen. Now, it's funny, bro, because I just finished a couple of podcasts this morning. I just cut a hell of a podcast for my show, Glass Onions, where I tell you and I smarten you up what's really going on with the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift situation. If you guys don't know what's going on and why this relationship was manufactured in literally 2 weeks, I'm going to smarten you up, bro. I talk about that today. I also talk about Howard Stern, bro, who now is wearing a badge of being woke and celebrating being woke when he has no idea what the word even means. I got to address Skywalker Club. Kill WCW and pretty much put TNA in a rough spot. Yeah, Skywalker Club. Listen, bro. Eat me, bite me, kiss my big fat ass. I put TNA in a real tough spot, bro, with 2 million viewers. What would TNA, Impact Wrestling, what would they do for 2 million viewers, bro? We had 2 million viewers, bro, on freaking Spike TV, bro. That's how much I put TNA in a rough spot. And again, believe all the bullshit and all the wrestling marks that we're going to get into in a minute. The numbers will clearly show you that WCW numbers went up when I was hired by the company, and I even put those numbers out there myself. But anybody can find them online. But obviously, what's his face, bro? Obviously, what's it, Tyler or whatever his name was? Obviously, the dude's a mark, and he's gonna believe what the marks say online, bro. That's why you're an imbecile. And speaking of imbeciles, let's talk about a bunch of imbeciles, bro. Bro, I just finished watching the David Stern press conference on MLB Network. David Stern was just hired as the president of baseball operations for the New York Mets. Okay, bro? I want you guys to watch that press conference. I'm sure you could pull it up on YouTube. David Stern, watch that press conference and then watch the Scrum after AEW show last night. And you will see for yourself exactly how embarrassing the wrestling business is. And bro, why is it embarrassing? It's quite simple. Because they embarrass themselves. That's why it's embarrassing. You have these wrestling scrums that are embarrassing with everybody involved. So, you really got to go back to these wrestling scrums and why they started. They started, bro, because, they do these wrestling scrums in Japan. Whoopee-doo, bro. Who gives a crap? You think casual wrestling fans that no longer watch wrestling, you think they care, bro, that they do wrestling scrums in Japan? You think they even have a clue, bro, that they do wrestling scrums in Japan? But not only that, let's get down to the real nitty-gritty of why Tony Khan started this. Tony Khan started this simply to kiss the ass of the marks, the wrestling marks, the mark journalists, all of those who come to these scrums. That's why he did it, bro, to kiss up to the wrestling marks. So they watch their show, they put over their show, they talk about how great Tony Khan is and how great AEW is. When the reality of the situation is, they're going to do that anyway, bro. They're marks. That's what marks do. They talk about wrestling 24/7. They've convinced themselves that professional wrestling is real. So you are catering to these marks. You are kissing their asses to basically win them over when you already have them. Meanwhile, the casual fans who stopped watching the shows, you're doing nothing, bro, to bring those casual fans back to professional wrestling. And quite frankly, you're probably doing nothing because you don't have a clue how to bring these people back. That is the reality of the situation. You don't know how to bring the casuals back. So Tony Khan, who will be the first one to tell you he was a mark, he was doing E-Feds when he was 5, okay? He will be the first one to tell you, I am a wrestling mark and I am going to cater to other wrestling marks who we already have, because I don't have a clue, bro, with how to have conversations or how to relate to normal people. And I'm talking about the casual fan. So that's number one. Let's just be honest and talk about why this scrum started. That's why it started, bro. To kiss the arse of the wrestling marks you already have. That's number one. But here's the ironic thing. So these marks, these wrestling marks, they like to call themselves the wrestling media. They come out to these scrums, bro, because they really, this makes them important. And bro, if you don't believe that this makes the marks important, I want you to listen to something so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Here you go, bro. This is one of the wrestling marks talking about these wrestling scrums. Here you go, bro.
I did a lot of things as Ronaldo Piven, a lot of great things, but nothing has ever brought me the attention as like a moment with Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns in a WrestleMania scrum, or CM Punk staring me down. So when you're in that moment and you got somebody, you know, that's super talented or whatever, and you can make a moment like that.
Okay, bro, that is a razor sharp. Thank you for the cheer on Twitch. That is a wrestling mark. And that is what the scrum means to the wrestling mark, bro. I just played. That is an authentic clip, okay? So, bro, meanwhile, now these wrestling marks come out to these scrums, and they come out to create moments. And meanwhile, bro, in front of their peers, the wrestlers are going to insult them. So, and the wrestlers, literally, Christian Cage, literally, bro, Christian, called a wrestling mark, Brian Alvarez, a mark in front of all his colleagues yesterday. So you're gonna go to these scrums because you think these scrums are legit, and you think you're important because you're invited to these scrums, and you are going to have a talent insult you in front of all your colleagues while you have a family sitting at home without you. Does that make any sense to anybody, bro? Why in God's name, if you are a wrestling mark, are you going to go to a wrestling scrum to have the talent insult and embarrass you in front of your peers? Do you realize how insane that is? But bro, they thrive on that. To them, that is a moment. Okay, Christian Cage calling Brian Alvarez a mark and insulting his wrestling, that is a moment. But again, bro, that is the psychology of the mark. Then you got to ask yourself the next question, bro. Why is Tony Khan out there? Why is Tony Khan conducting these scrums, especially, bro, after what went down with CM Punk? You would have thought, bro, that this dude learned his lesson, bro. You would have thought he learned his lesson with Punk, but no, he is still out there, bro. He is out there every single week. BC, thank you very much for the $9.99 donation. With all these millions these companies have, seeing that historically the casual fans bring better ratings and more money, why do they continue to only cater to these dweebish marks? BC, that is a great question. They don't know how to they don't know how to get the casual fans. Why? Because they're marks themselves. Tony Khan is a mark. Triple H is a mark. They're marks themselves. Heyman is a mark. Everybody involved with professional wrestling at that level is a wrestling mark. Bro, Billy Corgan, who is a friend, is a wrestling mark. They're all wrestling marks, bro. Therefore, they only know how to relate to other wrestling marks. They don't know how to relate, BC, to television viewers. And guess what, bro? They don't want to bring in anybody, or they don't want to hire anybody who knows how to get those television viewers. So I hope, BC, that answers your question. And if there is anybody out there who could say to me with a straight face, that doesn't make sense, bro, please do. Please do. But I want to get back. Why is Tony Khan out there? Why is he out there, bro? The answer is simple. Bro, listen, I don't want to get into Tony's upbringing or Tony Khan as a kid growing up when his father was away on business all the time, making millions and billions of dollars. And good for him, bro. Good for him. But let's face it, bro. He probably wasn't around as much as he should have been, or Tony would have liked him to be. So now, bro, basically, Tony has such a need to be loved. He wants to be loved by the marks. He wants to be revered by the marks. He wants to be looked like as a savior to the marks. Why do you think he goes out in front of the live crowd all the time, bro? Why do you think he's the centerpiece of all these scrums? Because, bro, he wants the adulation of the wrestling marks, and he will do anything to get that. And you don't believe me, bro? Bro, the dude sat down in front of a hostile crowd in Chicago after firing the hometown favorite CM Punk to try to win back those that turned against him, bro. That's how badly this man wants to be loved. So the reason that there is a scrum is a joke. Tony Khan out there moderating these scrums is a joke. The marks themselves going to the scrums only to be embarrassed and humiliated is a joke. But, bro, that is not even the biggest joke of all. The biggest joke of all, bro, is they have these scrums, and throughout the course of the scrums, half of the talent are shooting and half of the talent are in character. So in other words, you're having a legitimate scrum with one talent, and the next talent comes on and it's a character show scrum. So you are going in and out of reality, confusing the shit out of anybody that's watching except the marks. The marks think this is great. The marks are eating this up. But if you're playing this in front of a casual wrestling audience, and half of the talent is shooting and the other half is working, bro, trust me, it's very, very, very confusing. Let me tell you why it's confusing, bro. We all know Keanu Reeves as John Wick. Okay, bro? We know the actor, Keanu Reeves. We know the real person, Keanu Reeves. We know the character, John Wick. You know what this is like, bro? This is like Keanu Reeves doing a press conference where half of the questions are for Keanu Reeves and the other half of the questions are for John Wick. So he's answering the Keanu Reeves questions as himself, as a shoot, and then people are asking John Wick questions, and he's now answering the questions in character as John Wick. Do you know how freaking ridiculous that is? Bro, that's exactly what you're getting with these scrums. You're getting the marks asking shoot questions, and then the next mark is going to ask a work question. Then this guy's going to ask a shoot question, and that guy's going to ask a work question. And it's confusing as all hell, bro. And it is ridiculous, bro. Normal people like me, bro, casual wrestling fans who no longer watch wrestling because of things like this, we are sitting back and we are laughing at you. We are going absolutely hysterical that you are trying to have a press conference that is half shoot and half worked. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Bro, wrestling marks, including Tony Khan, they need to understand, bro, wrestling is a work. Unless you tell your talent, go out there and do it for real. There is no script. There is no finish. Go out there and fight. Unless you do that, bro, this is an absolute work. Do you understand that? So you're trying to have a legit press conference or scrum when you're covering something that is a total work. Am I the only one who understands the absolute ridiculousness in any of this? Glenn Taylor, thank you very, very much for the, thank you very, very, oh, I accidentally hit the wrong gimmick. Thank you very, very much for the donation. I wanted to give you a round of applause, but I accidentally hit Disco Inferno, so I'm going to play that out.
From the Department of Corrections in Cobb County, Georgia, weighing 357 pounds, the Big Boss Man.
Yeah, there you go. The great Disco Inferno, as Howard Fink. Let me give you a round of applause. Glenn Taylor, thank you. Glenn, what is the motivation for Meltzer and Alvarez to show up? They only cause drama with their dirt sheet. Because, bro, it makes them feel important. That's why. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel like they are real journalists going to a real press conference. Meanwhile, this is a phony press conference. None of this shit is real. And they have the talent insult them in front of all their peers, bro. So yes, Glenn, I ask you, what is the motivation for Meltzer and Alvarez to show up at these press conferences? You know, guys, listen, you could do whatever you want to do. I literally could care less. I don't watch wrestling anymore. I only watch Raw because I get paid very, very well by Sportskeeda to watch Raw and critique Raw. If it were not for that, I would not be watching wrestling anymore. And why, bro? It's real simple. It is not a good show. Bro, I am a professional television viewer. And when I put on a show, if it is a good show, I will watch it. If it is a bad show, I will turn it off. Very much like a sporting event, bro. If it's a close game, I am going to sit there and watch it. If it's a blowout, bro, what am I going to do? I am going to turn it off. It's the same with television, bro. It's the same with a YouTube clip. It's the same with an album. If I'm listening to an album and it's a good album, I'm going to listen to the whole side through. Guess what, bro? If it's a bad album and it sucks, I'm going to take it off the turntable. That's not too difficult to understand, is it? Bid Moon, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Bid Moon, Alvarez got destroyed. Amazing stuff. It is amazing. It's amazing because it's unbelievable. And like I said, man, if you guys want to see what a real press conference looks like, or scrum, just go to the David Stearns press conference today when the when the Mets introduce him as the president of baseball operations. That is a real press conference with real journalists asking real questions, bro. So I swear, I was watching Christian Cage because somebody sent me the link to watch him destroy Alvarez. And I was watching Cage and somebody literally asked him, why did you pick up the mats off of the floor and drive your opponent into the floor? That was a question asked at one of these scrums. Now, bro, if you're going to sit there and you're going to be a critic of mine, and you are one of these idiots who say, oh, Vince, you're bitter. Nobody will hire you. You're bitter. Yeah, bro, I'm bitter because I make a living and I don't have to leave my house. So I'm real bitter, bro. I really want to go on the road. I really want to go back to airports. I really want to be delayed for hours. I really want to deal with backstage politics, bro. I'm begging to do all that. Nah, bro, afraid not. I've been doing this for almost 10 years, bro. 10 years making a living, making a great living because of the great supporters from russosbrand.com and patreon.com/RussoTWC. So why, Vince? Why do you do this? Bro, I do this and I do it for free because I am trying to help you, bro. I am trying to smarten you up. I am trying to tell you, if you want to get the casual viewers back, these are some of the things you need to do. And I'm giving you free advice. And bro, let's start with getting rid of these ridiculous scrums that are a laugh fest, bro. They're a joke. They're freaking embarrassing. The Out of Pocket Variety Show. Vince saw his talent as money made or money lost. Tony sees his talent as friends and action figures. I feel for Edge. Hope you Out of Pocket Variety Show. You are 1,000% correct. Bro, again, just a week ago, to get over with the fans, Tony Khan did an interview taking shots at WWE, basically saying, oh man, I don't care how tough things got. I don't care if we were financially in trouble. I don't care if there is a budget. I would never. He literally said this, bro. I would never cut 30 talents. Okay, think about this for a second, bro. So what you're telling your entire locker room is, I will never fire anybody. That's literally what you're saying. No matter what you do, I will never fire anybody. Number two, bro, Sportskeeda paid me to watch an episode of Dynamite last week. And bro, here's my first takeaway. Bro, there's too many damn people on the show. Too many people. For a casual fan, bro, it is confusing as hell, bro. So because you don't want to cut anybody and you want to get the love of the marks, bro, to show the marks what a great guy that you are, what do, bro? You run 80 people out on every show, so you are hurting the show. So literally, bro, by not cutting excess fat, you are hurting your own show, bro. Matt DeVenti, thank you very, 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 very much for the bits. Guys, I am trying to help you. I am not a hater. I am somebody who has been there and done that. And the problem is, bro, the casual fans are gone. The only people watching these wrestling shows are the wrestling marks. And things like Scrums will never make casual fans come back. They are laughing at you. Brian Alvarez, you are being laughed at this morning. Everybody, bro, is sending the clip of that interview to everybody else, and they're laughing, bro. They're laughing. And why are they laughing, bro? Because the entire scrum is a joke. From Tony Khan's part to asking the talent. Bro, let me tell you something about somebody that's actually been in the business, okay? Bro, when you're in the business, you understand. The talent is there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. All day long, bro, they're going over their match and what they have to do. Then they go out there, bro, and they bust their ass during the match, okay, bro? They give it their all. Guess what comes after that, bro? It's time to go home. Your day's work is over. Thank you very much. It's time for you to go home. Bro, do you know what it does to the talent when you have to ask them to stay for a fictitious scrum, bro? They can't leave the building. They can't go back to their hotel room. They can't grab a meal. They've got to literally hang around for this fictitious, ridiculous, stupid, fake scrum. Do you know how disrespectful that is? You have zero regard for their time. Zero regard. After they've put in a full day's work, bro, and capped it off with a match where they busted their ass, it is time for them to go home. It is not time for Christian Cage to go out there, bro, and answer why he lifted up the mat during the match. That is so disrespectful. But Tony Khan would never understand that, bro. He would never understand that freaking concept. So he makes all these talents stay over, bro, so he can go out there, he can be the center of attention, and he can get over with all the marks. Congratulations, Tony. And I will continue to sit here and laugh and be totally entertained and use scrum clips for castrating the marks every single week. And you guys, if you don't know what castrating the marks is, I've been doing this show for 10 years. And that is when, bro, we use audio clips. Yeah, I'll give you another audio clip. Here, how about this, bro? Here's another audio clip. This is straight from Castrating the Marks. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. Bear with me. I got my good old Roadcaster here, and all the marks are in my Roadcaster, bro. Let's see. I'll find it. Hold on. Here's one, bro. Here's a mark comment that we used.
That shit that he does, I mean, with the hands in the pants, I mean, that is great stuff.
Yeah, great stuff, bro, with the hands in the pants. We do a show castrating the marks every single week, bro. We have almost been doing this for 10 years. And that's when we get clips, audio, video, tweets, bro, from all these dirt sheet journalists, and we call them out on the show, bro. And guess what? If they want to defend themselves, it's an open door. They are invited to come on the show, bro, anytime they wish. That is on russosbrand.com. You could hear that every single week. My good friend, Trav FDY, bro. Thank you very much, Trav. Actually, bro, this was the clip that I was looking for. This was the clip, bro.
I don't anticipate ever giving another match 7 stars, but if I do, then it'll be a wonderful thing for wrestling.
There you go. Wonderful thing for wrestling. Trav, hey, Vince, what kind of relationship do you have with Ted DiBiase? He questioned how you rose to prominence in X, what dues you paid, and if you have ever been in the ring. Then he said wrestlers did the best creative. Hey, Travis, I had a wonderful relationship when I worked with Ted DiBiase. There were no problems whatsoever. But again, bro, that is Ted DiBiase's opinion. And how I rose to prominence, bro, was literally Vince McMahon taking me under his arm. Vince McMahon taught me the ropes. I started as the editor of the magazine. Then I started writing for specific characters. I started writing for specific talent. I started working on the vignettes. Vince, step by step, took me through the process, and I learned from Vince McMahon himself. Bro, you don't need to have wrestling in the ring experience, bro, to be a television writer. I wrote a television show, bro. I didn't need to have experience wrestling a match. You know what that's like saying, bro? I'm going to go back to Keanu Reeves. That's like saying, bro, the writer of John Wick had to have the experience of living a life like John Wick. Does that make any sense to anybody? What I had to understand, Travis, was the psyche of a wrestler. I had to get in the minds of wrestlers. I had to understand them. I had to understand what made them tick. And I had to respect what they did. but I certainly did not have to be a professional wrestler to be a successful television writer. That notion, in my opinion, is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Because if that were the case, and if the writer of a television show had to have experience, if I'm writing Bozo the Clown and I had to have had the experience of being a clown, bro, guess what? A lot of great television shows and a lot of great movies would have never been made, bro. So with all respect to Ted, and he can have his opinion, bro, to me, that makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever. But anyway, bro, you can hear all my shows, bro. We do multiple shows every week with multiple co-hosts, bro. So many co-hosts, I always forget. Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat, Stevie Richards, EC3, bro, Al Snow, the great Ben Hameen, Disco Inferno, Taylor Hendricks, Goldilocks. We got so many shows. PJ Polanco, so many people that I forget, bro. It is still less than $5 a month. Go to russosbrand.com. And of course, on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/RussoTWC. As I said, bro, I just did a great podcast exposing Howard Stern and telling you the exact moment that he did sell out. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, bro, because it is right in front of your eyes, but nobody is talking about it. That is it, everybody. Stop the scrum, bro. Stop the scrum. I'll see you next time.